Jack 3D, the legend that killed. Jack 3D wasn't just a pre-workout supplement, it was a cultural phenomenon that dominated gym culture in the late 2000s and early 2010s. Manufactured by US Plabs, this product created what many still consider the most effective pre-workout ever made. The secret? A compound called DMAA, or 1,3-dimethylamylamine, which was basically legal methamphetamine in a tub. The original Jack 3D formula hit different. Users reported incredible energy surges, laser-like focus, and the ability to train with an intensity they'd never experienced before. One Marine sergeant recalled taking it at 6 p.m., training for 2.5 hours like an absolute animal, then lying in bed wide awake, staring at the ceiling until 3 a.m. DMAA produces effects similar to cocaine and methamphetamine. The compound floods your system with dopamine and norepinephrine, creating that artificial fight-or-flight response that makes you feel invincible. But DMAA also narrows blood vessels and arteries, dramatically raising blood pressure and heart rate. The FDA received 86 adverse event reports linked to DMAA, including heart attacks, hemorrhagic strokes, and seizures. The tragic case of Private Michael Sparling brought Jack's dangers into sharp focus. In June 2011 at Fort Bliss, Texas, the young fit soldier went for a routine 3.5-mile training run in comfortable 70-degree weather. He'd been using Jack 3D for just 1 month. Hours later, his mother received a phone call no parent should ever get. Her son was in cardiac arrest. Tests confirmed DMAA in his bloodstream. Another soldier also died after using DMAA products, prompting the Department of Defense to ban sales on all military bases. US Plabs claimed DMAA was a natural compound extracted from geranium plants, allowing them to market Jack 3D as a dietary supplement rather than a drug. Investigations revealed this was a complete lie. The company admitted in criminal proceedings that they imported synthetic DMAA from chemical manufacturers in China and fraudulently labeled it as geranium extract. The FDA banned DMAA in 2012. Jack 3D has been banned in Australia, Canada, the United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Ireland. Yet despite everything, reformulated versions still sit on supplement store shelves today, and the original formula has achieved legendary status in underground fitness circles. Craze, the meth-laced pre-workout. While Jack 3D was making headlines, Craze by Driven Sports was quietly becoming one of the industry's biggest scandals. It won multiple supplement awards and was named New Supplement of the Year in 2012 by Bodybuilding.com. It was sold at major retailers like GNC and Vitamin Shoppe, but in 2013, researchers made a disturbing discovery. Laboratory testing revealed that Craze contained N-alpha-diethylphenylethylamine, a methamphetamine analog structurally similar to illegal drugs. This wasn't a naturally occurring substance or even a gray area compound. This was a designer stimulant that had never been tested for human safety. The company claimed the substance came from dendrobium orchids, but scientists found no evidence that this compound exists naturally in these plants. It was the same playbook as Jack 3D. Invent a botanical origin story to justify putting untested chemicals in supplements. Users reported extreme effects beyond typical pre-workouts. The methamphetamine-like compound created intense euphoria, suppressed appetite to dangerous levels, and caused severe crashes. Some users became psychologically dependent on it, needing it not just for workouts, but to function throughout the day. The FDA issued warning letters, and major retailers eventually pulled Craze from shelves. But countless people had unknowingly consumed methamphetamine analogs, thinking they were taking a legitimate sports supplement. Athletes tested positive for banned substances, destroying careers. Dark Energy, the product not for human consumption. Dark Energy pre-workout might be the most audacious, dangerous supplement ever created. Manufactured by Magnitude Life Sciences, this product was so loaded with banned stimulants that it came with a label stating not for human consumption and was marketed as a research product. Yet it was sold in nutrition stores nationwide. The formula was absolutely insane. Dark Energy contained both DMAA and DMHA, two banned stimulants in one product. Some batches also contained straight-up pharmaceutical amphetamine. This wasn't even a gray area anymore. This was just illegal drugs being sold as supplements with a disclaimer slapped on the bottle. The manufacturing facility was shut down by the FDA in March of 2021. But Dark Energy had already been wreaking havoc for years. Users reported extreme jitteriness, upset stomachs, heart palpitations, and concerning cardiovascular symptoms. The scary part is how the industry plays regulatory whack-a-mole. When one store removes dark energy from shelves, employees simply recommend another product containing the same banned ingredients under a different name. An undercover investigation caught an employee saying they couldn't sell dark energy anymore because it was banned, then immediately selling a product called Sharp AMX that contained both DMAA and DMHA. Ephedra-based pre-workouts, the original killers. Before DMAA and DMHA, there was ephedra. For decades, it was the gold standard ingredient in pre-workouts. Pre-workout formulas containing ephedra dominated the market in the 1990s and early 2000s, with products like Ripped Fuel and Zenadrine becoming household names in gym culture. Ephedra works by stimulating the central nervous system, increasing metabolic rate, and providing intense energy. Between 1994 and 2004, the FDA received over 16,000 adverse event reports related to ephedra, including heart attacks, strokes, seizures, and at least 155 deaths. One particularly tragic case involved 23-year-old baseball player Steve Beckler, who collapsed during spring training in 2003 and died from heat stroke. The medical examiner concluded that ephedra was a contributing factor. This led the FDA to ban ephedra in dietary supplements in 2004. The ban created a massive void in the supplement industry. Companies scrambled to find legal alternatives that provided similar effects, which is how DMAA entered the picture. It's a pattern that keeps repeating. One dangerous stimulant gets banned, so the industry creates or resurrects another one to take its place. The modern underground, crack, venom, and wildfire. While the FDA has cracked down on major manufacturers, the underground pre-workout market is more alive than ever. Products with names like crack, venom, wildfire, and flame are sold by companies like Dark Labs and Anti-Hero Labs, operating in legal gray areas. These formulas make dark energy look tame. Venom contains 100 milligrams DMAA, ephedra, and 350 milligrams caffeine in a single serving. Wildfire ups the ante with 100 milligrams DMAA, 200 milligrams DMHA, and 350 milligrams caffeine. These aren't supplements. They're pharmacological experiments. The manufacturers use code words and obscure chemical names to hide banned ingredients. Geranium extract means DMAA. Juglans regia extract is code for DMHA. These products often say things like advanced users only or not for beginners, which is supplement industry speak for this might kill you. Social media is filled with influencers reviewing these dangerous pre-workouts, talking about the euphoric energy and insane focus while downplaying the health risks. Studies analyzing these underground products found that 33% were mislabeled. Some contained different stimulants than advertised. Some contained higher doses than listed. You're literally gambling with your cardiovascular system. Why people keep using them. Understanding why people continue using dangerous pre-workouts requires understanding gym culture and human psychology. These products genuinely work in the short term. The energy boost is real, the focus is real, the ability to push through brutal workouts is real. There's also a machismo element. Taking the strongest, most hardcore pre-workout on the market becomes a badge of honor. The mentality is, I can handle what others can't. Social proof plays a massive role. When fitness influencers with millions of followers review these products enthusiastically, it normalizes them. When your gym buddies are all taking them and getting great results, it's hard to be the person who says no. The industry has also gotten better at creating plausible deniability. By marketing products as research chemicals or labeling them not for human consumption, companies can claim they're not responsible for how people use their products. And finally, regulatory enforcement is inconsistent. The FDA is understaffed and underfunded relative to the size of the supplement industry. Products get banned, but enforcement is spotty. Companies reformulate, rebrand, and come back under new names. The most dangerous pre-workouts ever made share common characteristics. They contain experimental stimulants never approved for human use. They're manufactured by companies willing to lie about ingredients, and they've caused documented harm, including deaths. Your body doesn't need these compounds to achieve incredible results. Proper nutrition, consistent training, adequate sleep, and basic supplements like caffeine, creatine, and beta-alanine can take you remarkably far. The temporary performance boost from dangerous pre-workouts isn't worth the risk of cardiovascular damage, organ failure, or death. The strongest pre-workout in the world doesn't matter if you're dead.